Hey guys, welcome to Troy Time. Hey, check it out. We want to jump back and revisit a little bit about this middle-sized hydroponic grow tower from Dollar Tree Stackables. This is what it looks like. In the last picture, it was grown so heavy that it covered all the containers. You couldn't even see it. These things are awesome. We used it to grow greens, and we also used it to grow all different kinds of stuff. Green onions, tomatoes, peppers, red lettuces, chard, all kinds of stuff, right? Just an awesome planter. You can go back and check the build video. It just really came together. Super happy about this garden. This garden's for everybody. It really is. But especially right now with the greens, there's a lot going on. There's all these viruses that are coming up with the greens and stuff like that. And so it's super important to really want to grow your own greens right now. And so this is one of the easiest ways to do it. I've got a lot of experience growing greens. Here's a couple of different things that I've grown in the past. I'm going to make a video of all the different methods that you can use. But the one we're going to talk about today is the one that we just put out, that middle-sized hydroponic tower from the Dollar Tree Stackables. So this thing's just awesome. It's a $12 build. It's been working great. But let's talk about the watering because people want to know how you water it in the different methods, okay? First off, as a soil garden, this is a sub-irrigated planter. All that means is that the soil is on top and there's a liquid down below. If you're going to use it like that, you're going to be using it with water, and so there's no nutrients. And so you're going to have to put the nutrients in the soil. The other way we would do that is with hydroponics, and the nutrients would be in the water. But since this first method, you don't want to mess with the hydroponics, if that's your thing, then we're going to put the nutrients into the soil. And the nutrients that we're going to use are black cow, okay? That's just a cow manure. It's cow manure. It's very inexpensive. You can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. We're going to mix it at a ratio of about 1/4 of the soil. So 1/4 of that cup is going to be black cow, and the rest of it will be just any kind of soil that you have, all right? So notice we're not going to fill this cup completely up, at least on one for each level. The lettuces don't need a full cup. If you're doing a tomato or a pepper, they would use probably a full cup to kind of pack it in and hold it. But since there's a gap there, now it makes just a perfect little springing mechanism, and that makes it easy to pull in and pull out, right? It makes it easy to pull it in, and then it just springs back into place. So that's what we're going to use to water it, okay? Unlike here, if the cup is completely full, it's not going to slide in and out as easy. So we like to have that little gap there in order to keep it nice and springy. Then we're just going to take our watering can and pour our water right into the reservoir. Okay, it's going to work out super easy. Especially with greens in the cup, the cup will move around nice and easy. Nothing's trellised or anything like that. So you can just pull it out and put it right back in. As far as the water level, there's two lines there. If you fill it to the bottom line, it's just going to use the wick to suck up the water that's in there. If you fill it to the line that's higher, then the soil that's in the cup will actually act as a wick as well. So you can kind of control how much water you want, how quickly, by filling it to one of those two lines. So then we just slide our cup right back in there, our wicks in there, and then we just put our plants in there and we're good to go. Now, if you didn't want to go full hydroponics, you can use stuff that you already have on hand for your garden, and you can put that as a liquid fertilizer. So here's the fish fertilizer, Alaska fish fertilizer. You could use that. They also have a seaweed fertilizer, okay? The seaweed fertilizer is okay. You can actually use that indoors. The fish one you don't want to use indoors. It smells, right? But you can put any of those into the reservoir just as well, just a capful when you want to add nutrients, and that'll work just fine. I usually use the Master Blend Trio, right? That's what I use for almost everything, but it's expensive when you buy it in small quantities, but when bought in bulk, this stuff's super inexpensive. Okay, the first part is the tomato formula, right? That's the first third. Normally I'd use 12 grams of that in a normal solution for 5 gallons. The next up is Epsom salt. Normally I would use 6 grams of that for a 5-gallon bucket. And then lastly, there is the calcium nitrate. And normally I would use 12 grams of that in a 5-gallon bucket. And you can move those mixtures around depending upon if you wanted like a blooming solution or if you wanted just a regular solution or a half-strength solution, that kind of thing. Normally I just make it 12 grams, 6 grams, 12 grams. And then I add water after if I want to dilute it or something like that. But it's a great thing to use. I use it all the time for everything, like I say, because it is so versatile. But small batches of this are expensive if you buy small batches. I recommend buying the 25-pound bag, right? So it's $65, but it's going to last you like basically the rest of your gardening life, right? So if you have to, go in with 2 or 3, 4 other people and get that bulk buy. It's super inexpensive that way. Otherwise, you can use MaxiGrow if you want to do hydroponics as well. So the MaxiGrow is fine for the greens. It's not so good if you're doing tomatoes and peppers and things like that, things that fruit. But if you're just doing greens and lettuces, it's going to work out great. The MaxiGrow is you can find it between $12 and $15 for a 2.5-pound bag. So yeah, so that's how you water it. You can either use water or you can use any of the nutrients there that we talked about. So there's a ton going on right now, guys. Hardening my peppers, getting ready to take those outside. There's just a ton. I'm still doing different gardening builds. I'm loving in the background there. You're seeing the shoe rack hanging garden, which is just doing awesome for us. Tons of different stuff on the channel. Lots of different gardens that I keep showing. I still got 3 or 4 more to show you before this year is up. There's a great look at our shoe rack garden. I love this thing too. This is great. $20 build, right? And you're right in there indoors growing all year long. Whatever you want to grow, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, all that stuff. This stuff's getting ready to go out in the garden. Back to this thing. So this is the one we just talked about today. This is a great way to go, man. You can grow those greens. You can grow a lot of them, right? I harvested a huge amount of greens off of this. You can go back and check the videos. Go back and check any of the videos for all the different greens that we're growing. I'll have a video coming out soon talking about all the different methods that we've used for the last 3 years to grow greens. I think it's real important that people take action to do that now. If you don't know, there's a big virus going around that you can't even wash off of the plants. It seems like there's always something going on with listeria or, you know, all kinds of E. coli. There's been problems with all that stuff. Grow your own greens, man. Get in the game. It's so much fun. It's so easy, so inexpensive, and it's just a blast to do. It's relaxing. It's just a great hobby, man. So I hope you do this. There's so many different types of greens you can grow. You can grow beet greens, chard, kale, spinach, lettuce, all different kinds of stuff, guys. And you can just grow a ton of it indoors or outdoors. It's easy to do, it's inexpensive, and it's super rewarding, right? So I hope you do that. Tons going on the channel. If you're not subscribed already, go join our Facebook group, Troy Time Plants, Preps, and Pups, right? And you can ask any questions there that you got, and me or one of the members will help you out with some answers so that you can get growing right along with us, man. That's the whole goal, is to get everybody out here growing some food for themselves, especially the greens, especially right now. Stay tuned. We'll have a video showing all the different methods you can choose from. You saw a few in this video. I'll show you the whole gambit probably this weekend. I'll drop that video. Loving this right here, this shoe rack garden. That's another great one. And don't forget, we just divided our channel up. All the gardening staying here right at Troy Time 02, and the survival and the prepping stuff is at Troy Time 02, prepping and survival. So go check out that channel and watch a few of those videos. Let's get that channel up and going. Thanks for your help, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in this weekend. There'll be 1 or 2 more videos dropping. It's always good to be here. I made this video in response to someone who had questions. So if you got any questions, hook me up in the comments and we'll help you out too. Hey, this is Troy Time. Thanks for being here. We like having you as always. We'll talk to you again soon. I'm out.